Okay, welcome to an introduction on bird parts, bird size, and bird shape. This tutorial will serve as an introduction to bird identification and being able to identify birds out in the field. We'll practice by identifying birds' pictures in class and for homework. Um, Certainly color is a real basic way to identify birds, and that's what we'll get to, but bird size, bird shape, and the parts of the bird are really important to understand and know so that they can support what you think about in terms of the colors. Here we have bird silhouettes, and these are really split into three size categories, with this top category here being the smallest birds. We will refer to those birds as sparrow-sized birds. We move down, we have a group of 4 here in the middle, and these would be robin-sized birds. The middle category, and these last 2 birds here would be what we will refer to as crow-sized birds, and they will be the largest birds that we see. So again, to summarize, the 3 size categories that we're going to use when discussing and talking about our local feeder birds are sparrow, robin, and crow. Looking down through here, I have 2 silhouette sheets, this one and this guy here. We'll be doing these in class as a way to practice identifying birds just based on their size. You can take a look. This is page 1 and page 2. Feel free to pause the video, take a look through, see if you can identify just the sizes of the birds. So look for all the sparrow-sized birds, the robin-sized birds, and the crow-sized birds. Now looking back here at bird shape, birds we try to talk about in geometric shapes. So we talk about like ovals or circles or rectangles or triangles, and we can divide the bird up into its different parts. So for example, the head can be a circle, the body could be an oval, and the tail could be a rectangle. This is an outline of a bird's head and then the whole body. We will be labeling this in class, and actually later on in this tutorial you'll see a picture, this picture, with all the parts of the bird labeled. But we'll need to be comfortable identifying all of the different parts of the bird. So looking here at size, shape, okay. Combination of size and shape is one of the most powerful tools for identification. Although you're drawn to watching birds because of their colors, when it comes to making identifications, size and shape are the first places of information you can examine. And so asking us to be comfortable with silhouettes. Here are a few of the bird's silhouettes. I'll scroll through here on the right. Here is the blue jay silhouette. There's the blue jay colored. There's a northern cardinal. This happens to be a male northern cardinal silhouette, and they are colored. And the American robin, silhouetted and colored. Here are the sizes, judging the size against the birds that you know. Sparrow, robin, crow are our 3 sizes, and so you'd have these goldfinch and grosbeak that would fill in. There's a downy woodpecker that we'll look at. It's actually a sparrow-sized bird, quite a small bird. And then there are birds that may actually fit in between, in which case you'd refer to them as sparrow or robin. Bigger than a sparrow, smaller than a robin. Behavior, also another way we can look at birds, and as we get into the specific IDs, we will have behavior will be a part of that, particularly posture, how a bird presents itself. Here's a house sparrow, again just silhouetted. Here is a mourning dove, again just a silhouette, but you can tell a much longer bird. The house sparrow shorter, rounder, and lastly a European starling. Maybe there's one more. Yep, and the American robin. And finally we move on to Fieldmarks. And here is that picture I told you about. And we will go over and review all of these in class. All of the different parts of the bird here must commit these to memory. Be comfortable discussing each of these different parts of the bird. Field marks will be these parts with distinct colors, and that'll be the combination that makes the field mark when we get into the specifics of the bird. But this picture right here, critically important. We'll come back to it in class, but you'll always want to remember these parts of the birds.